2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play, and Young is going to throw it. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 23 yards, the final tally. First down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. They'll get this up to about the 44.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Naylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Young to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Young. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, and only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it inside the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on a touch pass. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tank Dell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Baby, I'm living it. I think I'm ready for kids. He said when they stop trying to face. That makes sense. I'm going up against LA Bricks. I'm going off the fence. They switching me, my team, but back to testing club.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air with McCarthy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep your defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Hunter may have found a new home with the Texans, but he's still the same dominant defender he's always been, coming off a year in which he produced a league-leading 23 tackles for loss, along with 16.5 sacks.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. An inside give to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Jalen Naylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Young. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Here's 2nd and 10. The play fake, now Young. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that is no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. On play action. Now McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like all of my life. I'm in that thing shifting and I'm lane switching.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Flush to his right. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Young now. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. 23 yards on the play.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They work now on 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 25. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Bulldozes past him. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on third down to keep the drive going.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. It's caught at the 1. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 47 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 10 yards out. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here is Young. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. He's got the first down and then some. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Now Young. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Andrews, 34 yards. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's McCarthy. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now McCarthy. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young to throw it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's 2nd down. Now Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Texans.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Young. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Young. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Young. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score, Vikings 31, Texans 28.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover. And that should just about do it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second and 11 now. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed. Heard he